Hello, hello everybody. Good morning. How are you all doing today? Hello everyone. So, if you're here, can you just let me know that you're here? Welcome to today's training session. Hope you're all doing well. So, could you help me say a hello or a hi in the comment just so that I know that you're around? So, tell me, how are you all doing today? My name is Simply Sikaji, and I'll be your facilitator for today's training. And of course, I'm not here alone. I'm here with Udeme. Udeme is joining us from Nigeria. Udeme is the guy that you will see in the comment. So feel free to ask all your questions. He will be answering all of them. Yeah. So if you're here, can you please say hello so that I can see you and I can know that you're here. So do we have anybody here? Just say hello in the comment. Yeah, so let me say good morning to Balog Balogun Adejoke. Good morning, Balogun Adejoke. How are you doing today? Yeah, so if you're here, just tell me, just say hello in the comments so that I can know that you're here and so that we can continue. Yeah, so without yeah, hello. I can see some of them coming. Hello, Madeline, Kunu. Hello, Jolene Joshua. How are you all doing today? How are you all doing today? Hope you're all doing well today. Yeah, so today we're going to be looking at a very interesting topic. We're going to be looking at creating an effective digital marketing plan. You know, how do you create an effective digital marketing plan? Hello to Adedamola. Yeah, so of course what I will do is what I will ask, as usual, is here you can let us know, the introduce yourself and tell me also the business that you're doing. Like, this is my name, this is the business I do, or this is the product or the services that I sell. The reason is so that, when taking exact examples, we can take examples from your business, rather than having to create examples. So what I would love is that you introduce yourself, of course, and you tell me what business you're doing, like what product or service you are offering. That is going to help me a lot so that I can take your businesses as examples. So we're going to be looking at creating an effective digital marketing plan. You uh, just like any other thing in life, right? Just like any other thing in life, whatever you want to do always starts with a plan, including digital marketing. When you don't have a plan for digital marketing, you're going to rush into digital marketing, and then at the end of it, you're not going to know whether you're making any progress or not, because you didn't have a plan. You did not have a plan. When you don't have a plan, you're going to fail. You're not going to know whether you're making progress or not. So a plan is very, very important. And of course, a plan is what you do before starting the digital marketing at all. That means you are not allowed to rush into digital marketing unless you have defined your plan. So that's very, very important. Very, very important. If you don't have a plan yet, don't rush into it. You're going to make so many mistakes. You're going to spend a lot of money, and you're not going to see the return on your investment because there was no plan. You're not even going to know whether you're making profit or not because there was no plan. So we're going to be looking at three things: introduction to digital marketing, components of a digital marketing plan. What are the things you should consider when creating your digital marketing plan? And then lastly, how to create an effective digital marketing plan. Those are the three we're going to be looking at. And of course, if you have questions, you can always let me know in the chat, so that I can, in the comments, so that I can, answer all your questions. And of course, Udeme too is there. Udeme loves questions. So if you ask any question, he's going to answer. Yeah, so thank you very much. I can see some replies already. Jacinta says, I am in the travel and cargo agency. I am very happy to be on this platform. Great, thank you so much. Good morning to Divine Jomoke. Good morning. Yeah, so without wasting a lot of time, we are going to be progressing. So I want to know, right? What I want to know is, how do you currently engage with your customers? How do you, like right now, how do you get to your customers? Do you use calls? Do you use WhatsApp? Do you use Facebook? Do you use Instagram? What are the platforms that you currently use, to get to your customers? That's what I want to know. I want to know so that, I'll know what platforms you're using. Do you use TikTok? Do you do search engine optimization? What, how do you get in contact with your customers? Hello, Charles Mutesa. So how do you currently engage with your customers? Do you use WhatsApp? So feel free to let me know how you currently engage with them. So we're going to be looking at introduction to digital marketing. Introduction to digital marketing. What is digital marketing? This is probably not the first time you're hearing about digital marketing. Probably you've heard so many people on YouTube, so many influencers talk about it, you see. But what is digital marketing? And of course, the importance of classes like this, right, is so that we can give you well structured knowledge. Sometimes you go online and you pick one information, you pick another information there. But in classes like this, we give you, information, well organized and structured, such that it can be relevant to you. So digital marketing basically uh, is the marketing of products or services using digital channels to reach consumers. So digital marketing is just marketing. If you know what marketing is, then you will know what digital marketing is, because digital marketing is still marketing, just that this time it's marketing using digital channels. So this time you're not going to talk about having a store necessarily, or having a warehouse necessarily, but you're going to talk about, using Facebook, using Instagram, using Twitter, using a website, using a business directory, or just using any channel that is related to the digital. So digital marketing is just the marketing that but this time it is just, using marketing using digital channels basically. And of course, today, if you look at statistics, we always say that statistics don't lie. you know uh, uh, um, figures rather don't lie. And you see, today we have 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa, and that's just for sub-Saharan Africa. You know, that's a large market. We have 80% of Nigerians and Kenyans own a mobile phone, respectively, with 91% in South Africa. So 91% of people in South Africa own mobile phones. That's a big statistic. That's a big potential market, which you don't want to miss. If you have any platform with 91% of people, I think it is worth thinking. I think it is worth exploring, And 65% of active mobile phone users in Nigeria have shopped online. Now, these are very important statistics for those in Nigeria, 65% of those that have mobile phones have shopped online, meaning they don't just have mobile phones, but they use it to to purchase goods and products online. So if you're not online, you're probably missing on a lot, right? So what are the benefits of connecting with your customers online? Because again, there are many ways of connecting with your customers. You can connect with them offline. You can call them, or you can go and meet them physically, you see. But then what are the benefits of connecting with them online, right? One of the benefits is that you can learn more about your customers. You know, when you're online, for example, on Facebook, Instagram, or any platform, there is usually an insight into that platform, an insight where you can know exactly the number of people that you are reaching per day, where you can know exactly who are those you are reaching per day. You can know
Simply say I'm muted. We can't hear you.
hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me now? Okay. So I'm very sorry for, I guess my mic got muted and I had some little challenges. Yeah. Okay, so it's very sorry for the challenge. Yeah, so I was saying that when you're online, you can, you can learn more about your customers, right? And I was explaining that you can use your audience insight, to learn more about your customers. You can social media platform, for example, have their insights. You can know exactly who is interested in your product, who is interested in your service. You can have their data. For those who have websites, for example, you can use the Google Analytics to know exactly who are those reaching out to your website, who are those visiting your website. And of course, that if data of these people, you can always follow them up, and this is very important. Secondly, you can reach out to more people, and I was explaining that this is the disadvantage of being just offline. When you're offline, for example, you you cannot reach out to so many people since you can only meet them physically. But then when you're on Facebook or Instagram or just any other platform, you can reach out to several people, you know thousands of people on a daily basis. And you can even use sponsored ads to reach out to 20,000 people, 30,000 people, and even more depending on your budget. So those are the advantages. Another benefit of being online is low cost marketing. You don't need to own, a store to be online. You don't need to own, in fact, you don't even need to own a product to be online. I, for example, I've had scenarios where I've sold dresses, but I did not own the dress. you know Probably just, posted the dress and then somebody bought it, and then I took the money and went and gave to the person that had the dress, and I made middleman profit. Today you don't need to own a car to sell a car. You don't need to own a house to sell a house. Once you have just the picture of the house, or the picture of the phone, or the picture of whatever you want to sell, you can just put it online. And once somebody is interested, you can get the money and then go give to the person that owns the product and get commissions. So there are so many advantages. Another advantage is that people can know you and discover you while you're even sleeping. While you're sleeping, people can go through your page, and know more about you when you're not even aware. So another one is ease of transaction. It's very easy today to make transactions, online. You can use your prepaid card, you can use PayPal, you can use any method to ease your financial transactions. It's very easy today. Another advantage is that you can communicate and support your customers. If a customer is not satisfied with your product, the person doesn't necessarily have to call you. The person can drop a message, in your inbox, and of course you can get to the person, discuss with the person, find out what is the challenge of the person, and many others. So being online today is very, very, very important. Yeah. So why is it important to have a digital marketing plan? Although only 37% of marketers document their actions, data shows that recording your strategies increases the chances of business success. Of course, anything you do with a plan has higher chances of succeeding. So this is very, very important. Advantages of a marketing plan. What digital marketing plan gives to your business. Helps you to understand your target audience. You see, and this is very, very important. You will not succeed online if you don't take time to understand your target audience. If you're selling, for example, let me take an example of somebody that gave us her business. I don't know. Mm, okay, let me take example of Dima the millionaire. Says, I run a laundry and currently working on releasing sneaker brand for my 13-year-old son. Yeah. Okay, you run a laundry, for example. Now, for you to go online, right? That's for the Dima the millionaire. For you to go online, right? You have to understand your target audience. Ask yourself, who are those who have the potential, who are those potential people who can purchase my good or my service, and understand their challenges. What are the challenges that they face? Do they have challenges making some specific choices? Do they have challenges, taking care of their dresses? What are the challenges that they have? You need to understand them, understand the challenges that they have, so that you can make messages or write messages that will speak to their emotions. Because if you don't understand what challenges they go through, you cannot speak to their emotion. That's very important. So you have to understand them, understand where you can find them also is very important. Because depending on the business that you're offering, you need to define which channel is most suitable for you. Sometimes Instagram will be most suitable for some businesses, Facebook will be most suitable for some businesses, LinkedIn will be most suitable for businesses. So you have to be able to understand which channel is most suitable for you. The next thing that a plan will help you is that it will help you manage your resources effectively. You're not going to have impromptu expenditures. Like you wake up this morning and you find yourself just spending $50, or you find yourself just spending, $30, and all of that. So you will not have such challenges because you'll be able to manage your resources effectively. You'll be able to plan the management of your resources ahead of time. You see, so these are the several advantages, you know, that you can have online. Another advantage is that when you're online, you can work with a team. For example, if I have a Facebook page, I'm not the only one that can monitor that page. I can decide to add maybe two or three team members that can monitor the page in my absence. They can reply to comments. I can add them as admins or as editors. They can always upload content. Reply to comments, especially having so many comments, and so many requests. Sometimes you need assistance. You can decide to add somebody as an admin that will support you in case you're very busy. So these are the many advantages that you have. So I don't know if we have questions. We have come to the first pause for our questions. So um let me just go through the chat and see if we have any questions. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I can see the comments. Thank you very much for all the comments, guys. Thank you so much, and thank you, Udeme, for the awesome job that you're doing in the comments. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Now, while you ask your questions, I'm going to be going ahead. Now, feel free to put your questions in the chat. I'm going to come back and answer all of them. And of course, Udemetu is there to answer the questions. So let's look at the components of a digital marketing plan. Now, remember that all of these things are the things you must do, before you start your digital marketing at all. What are the components of a digital marketing plan? Now, we have 6 components here. We have content marketing, we have email marketing, we have social media marketing, we have display marketing, we have search engine optimization, and we have search engine marketing. Now, don't worry if you didn't understand, because in the next slide, we're going to be explaining it in detail. What is content marketing? When we say content marketing, what do we mean? Content marketing is creating and sharing different types of content, such as blog posts, articles, review, infographics, videos, guides, to attract customers and drive traffic. The main goal of content marketing is to attract customer attention, educate new customers, and nurture leads. Now, content marketing is very, very important when it comes to digital marketing. In fact, people believe that content marketing is the most important aspect of digital marketing. Well, that's a school of thought. Content marketing is the way you build your community online. Content marketing is the way you pull people to yourself online. And of course, for you to pull people to yourself online, you have to be creating content that is valuable. The content has to be valuable, meaning that you have to create content that speaks to your audience. That is very, very important. If you are doing cosmetics, for example, let's say you're selling a cosmetic product, what you can do is ask yourself, what are the challenges that my audience can face? One of the challenges maybe that they are facing is that they have pimples and they don't know how to deal with pimples. Maybe they don't have a uniform skin color. Maybe they are dealing with acne. All this kind of stuff that is affecting their self-confidence. So you have to understand the challenges that they have and what are the consequences of these challenges on them. For example, somebody that has pimples or somebody that has acne, for example, may have challenges with self-confidence, may have challenges speaking in public, may have challenges feeling may have challenges feeling welcomed or belonging in a particular place, because of maybe she's feeling like, well, I'm not good enough, I'm not the best, all this kind of stuff. So you have to understand the challenges that they face and also know the consequence of these challenges on them. Because it's only when you understand this that you're able to create content that will resonate with them. You'll be able to create content that will make sense to them. And of course, as long as you're creating content that is solving people's problems and challenges, they will follow you. There is no way they will not follow you if you're creating content that will solve their challenges. So, reasons why content marketing is essential: target audience growth. I explained it. As long as you're solving problems, people will follow you. It helps you to have new leads. You can generate new leads because now that people are aware of what they are doing, they want to know more. They want to come around, to see more of what you're doing so that they can purchase your product. And of course, they will not purchase your product the first time they see it. This is very important. If you're selling a cosmetic product, or if you're selling dresses, people will not purchase it the first time they see it. Statistics show that, most times someone has to see your post at least 8 times before they can purchase your product. So it's very important that you are consistent, that you keep being consistent. That's very important. It helps in higher customer engagement because when you create content that solves people's problems, they will start asking questions. Maybe if you create content on pimples, somebody that has challenges with the skin, for example, will come and ask you the question, what if I have skin challenges? What do I do? Now you can engage with them, and of course you can solve more of their challenges. It helps you to get more loyal customers. When a customer knows that you care about him, of course the person will be loyal. You will be the first person that will come in the customer's mind when the customer has a particular. It helps you re-engage with passive clients. Let's say, for example, a client bought a product from you and maybe the person stayed for like 3 months without buying again. Maybe because the person was discouraged or whatever the reason is. As the person keeps seeing your content coming, the person is going to, buy your product again. So let's talk about email marketing. Email marketing. What is email marketing? Now, email marketing is a worthwhile marketing tool that involves sending promotional content to your customers. It allows marketers to send personalized campaigns, segment their audience, and create relevant content for them. Now, email marketing is very, very important. Though there is a school of thought, that believes that, you should only engage in email marketing when you have, products that are kind of really expensive or really costly, because the open rate of emails is quite low, or the response rate of emails, is quite low. So, well, there's a school of thought that believes that you should do email marketing only when your products are kind of expensive, so that if you're sending emails to, I don't know how many people you're sending it to, by the time you have a reply, you can make a considerable amount of money. That's for those that are selling specific products or services. But then email marketing is very important, especially for follow up. When people come to your website and they fill a form, for example, you can follow them up through emails. And of course, there are tools that you can use, to reach out to people through email marketing. Now, it's easier to send emails when you're sending an email to one person or to two persons or 10 persons in one day. But then imagine you have to send emails to 300 people, to 1,000 people, to 5,000 people, to 10,000 people. How do you do it? That's why there are email marketing platforms that you can use to send bulk emails. The most known among them is MailChimp, but there are others like Aweber, like Constant Contact, but MailChimp is most common. And you see, with MailChimp, I think you can send up to 1,000 emails, you know, for free. I think is it per day or per month? I don't know if I'm making any mistake. But then you can send up to 1,000 emails for free with MailChimp, and you can send many emails at the same time. So these are some of the platforms you can use for email marketing. So let's look at social media marketing. What is social media marketing? Social media marketing is simply when you use social media channels, such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, or many other platforms, to build your brand, and to boost your sales. And by the way, I think we'll have a whole session on social media marketing, where we're going to be breaking down social media marketing in detail. So, beginner tips for effective social media marketing. So, before you engage into social media marketing, these are the tips you should consider. You should decide which social media platform to use. Now, like we always say, it's advisable to be present on all the platforms. Be present there, but you don't necessarily have to be active on all the platforms. Now, depending on your product or on your service, you have to know which platform to prioritize. Because
Simply you are muted again. I think it's the network, but you can go ahead. We can hear you now.
okay, okay, very sorry for that. Very sorry for that. I think I'm having some network issues here. So sorry. Yeah, so let me just continue. Yeah, so I was saying that you have to decide which social media platform to use, right? Depending on your product or service. And I was explaining that you should be present on all the social media platform, but you don't necessarily have to be active, depending on the product or the service that you have to decide which platform you're going to be active, because each social media platform has its own characteristics. So, depending on your product or your service, you have to decide which platform to use. And again, when we'll be doing social media marketing in detail, we're going to be taking you through a lot of these details. You can connect your business, your website, or your blog to your social media pages. It's possible to connect your website to your social media pages, such that somebody can live directly from your social media pages to your website. You can find and follow instructors in your niche, and this is very, very important, for especially for those that are just starting on social media. If you are just starting on social media, the first thing you want to do is to follow those that have been there. You're not the first person to start a traveling agency. You're not the first person to sell clothes. You're not the first person to start doing agriculture. People have been doing agriculture before you, and people are doing it better than you because they have been doing it on social media for the past 10 years. The social media that you're trying to learn more, some people have learned it and have been doing it for the past 10 years, for the past 15 years, and they've been succeeding in it. So, what you want to do is to follow them and see what they are doing, such that you can even copy from them. You can get ideas from them, edit what you want to edit, and of course, use what you want to use. So, that is very, very important. Follow influencers in your niche. It will help you get ideas, on how you can do your own social media. That's very, very important. Now, share interesting content such as text, images, and videos. Of course, you have to use interesting content, and you have to keep sharing them consistently. You know, Usually it's advised to make at least 4 posts per week, 3 to 4 posts every week on social media, at least 3 to 4 posts. And if you choose to make 3 to 4 posts every week, make sure you keep doing it consistently. Consistently. Don't make a post today and then you come after 3 days, after 3 months, and make another post. No, you have to be very consistent. you know. And of course, you have to post many times per day, but don't overdo it. It's advisable that you can post once per day. If you're interested in posting every day, you can post once per day, you can post twice per day, but then don't go as much as posting 10 times per day. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. That's a lot. Next, you have to follow the rules and be patient. You know. Now, one thing when it also comes to posting is that you have to plan your post ahead of time. You don't wake up on Monday and say, okay, what do I post today? No, 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 no. You have to post ahead of time. What people do is that when they are free during the weekend, they can create their post maybe for 1 week or 2 weeks. And of course, that there are impromptu posts, right? There are posts that you will have to create, at the time, like maybe because of a particular event, you have to create the post right away. But then you should not eliminate that aspect of planning your post ahead of time. So you have to follow the rules and be patient. When you're online, you have to be patient. You have to wait. You may not have quick results. You may not always have results very, very fast. You have to be patient. Allow people to know you, allow your audience to grow. Take your time, and make your classes, grow your audience gradually. It may take time, but then once you have engagement, once you have a level of visibility already, things will be very, very easy. Yeah, so let's talk about display marketing. What is display marketing? Display marketing is advertising. This advertising is an online form of advertising in which the business promotional messages appear on third party sites or search engine result pages such as publishers or social networks. Now, what happens is that Google has a network. Well, just to explain it, I don't know if sometimes you've gone on your YouTube, right, to watch an interesting video. Like you're watching an interesting video on YouTube, and then suddenly a video comes and interrupts the video that you were watching. Sometimes it comes like an advert. That's a display. That's display advertising. Or you go on a website and you see so many ads trying to interrupt you, trying to distract you. That's display marketing. Display marketing, is when Google decides to use third party websites, to promote your products. Google has a network, right? Google has a network of websites with very high traffic. Websites that can have as much as 1 million visitors per day, 2 million visitors per day. So you can decide to pay Google so that Google can take your product or your services to this website. Since they already have a high traffic, it stands high chances of having very high visibility on these websites. So that's the meaning of display marketing. Now you can run display ads, of course, using on ads.google.com. You can run your display ads there. It's very easy. When you have the session on Google Ads, we are going to go into detail addressing that. So best practices for display advertising: you have to be respectful, of your audience experience. Avoid autoplay video ads, video ads that just pop up, and distract people. Avoid video ads that The audience don't have to, uh, how do I put it? They don't have to, to click on it before it starts working. Don't run the kind of ads that will play automatically and distract people. That's very, very important. The next thing is to use a simple design. Simple design means that your description should be short, your brand story should be short. Don't use overwhelming, messages, long messages, and all of that. Let it be simple and short, and precise. Don't use complex designs. Use designs that are user friendly, easy to understand. You know, Go for quality over quantity. Make sure you use high resolution images. Don't, like we always say, if you cannot take good pictures, pay somebody that will take good pictures for you. If you can't take good pictures, pay someone that will take good pictures for you. That's very, very important. Use high resolution messages and use fonts that are readable. Very important. Not twisted fonts, and all of that. And of course, always remember to preview your art before you export it, before you run it. Make sure that you always preview to make sure you didn't make any mistake. Yeah, so let's talk about search engine optimization. Search engine optimization. What is search engine optimization? Now, search engine optimization, I don't know, some of you, when you go probably on Google and you type something, Google has become our friend today. Google, when you need anything, usually the first thing that comes to your mind is Google, you know. So you go and type something on Google, as you can see on the screen here, and you're going to notice that several websites are going to appear. Several websites are going to appear trying to give you the information that you need. Several websites, sometimes billions of websites, sometimes millions of websites. So the idea of search engine optimization is so that you can rank on the first page. Because if you look at your screen right now, you're going to notice that there are several websites trying to sell the same product, and there are close to, like you can see on the page, there are close to 783,000 websites trying to give you that information. And of course, all of them cannot appear on the first page. On the first page, you can have maybe like just 6 or 7 of them appear on the first page, but out of 783,000. So the idea of search engine optimization is so that your website can appear on the first page. Because as long as it doesn't appear on the first page, people are not going to click on your website. So the idea is that it appears on the first page so that people can click on your website. That's the idea of search engine optimization. And there are ways, it can be done. It's important, very, very important, because you can reach out to billions of people. You can reach out to several people. It can help you rank your website and increase the traffic on your website. Very, very important. There are ways you can do it. You can do it, using stuff like keyword research. You can run Google ads. I think we'll have a whole session on that. Because when it comes to search engine optimization, there are 2 of them. Well, I think we even look at it in the slides below, because we'll look at search engine marketing, right? Search engine optimization usually is done manually. Manually means that you go and do the keyword research yourself. You create a lot of blog posts, and you rank gradually. Sometimes it might take you up to 4 months or 6 months before you start seeing results. But then there is another one called search engine marketing. Search engine marketing is paid, right? While search engine optimization is free. But search engine marketing is fast, while search engine optimization is slow, right? Search engine marketing means that you're telling Google, well, Google, I don't want to stress, I don't want to go through all that struggle. I don't want to do a lot of work. What I want to do is that I want to pay you so that you can rank my website. I want to pay you so that you can rank my website, on the first page. So when you do search engine marketing, your website can almost go to the first page at a go. And as you can see, there are many types of ads. For example, there are what we call shopping ads. When you go on Google, if you go on the Google search engine and type maybe desktop computer, as you can see here, you're going to see images. Those pictures are what they call shopping ads, right? And shopping ads are kind of expensive. They are the most expensive kind of ads because it's usually the first to appear. Shopping ads. Then of course there are other ads that you're going to see, text ads, under which usually you're going to see something like sponsored under, sponsored under. So when it comes to search engine marketing, you have to be keywords, and all of that. We have a whole session on that. So some benefits of search engine marketing: you can reach your client instantly. You can use paid adverts to reach your client instantly. Now, these paid adverts can be done on ads.google.com. You increase your brand awareness. You can expose your website and have a greater reach. Of course, having more traffic in your website. You can create geo-targeted search ads, and this is very important. Today, you can create uh, you can run ads within your locality. For example, if you're living in Cape Town, South Africa, for example, you can run out you can run ads specifically in Cape Town. You can focus your local area. You can run ads within your local area. That's very, very important. And of course, the last one is you only pay per action, meaning that your ads will appear for free. When you're running Google ads, your ads are going to appear for free, and you're only going to pay when somebody takes actions on those ads, when somebody clicks on those ads. That's why it's called pay per click. When somebody clicks on those ads, that's one of the advantages. No money will be deducted from your ad account unless somebody clicks on your advert. So that's very, very important. Like I said, if you have questions, you can put it in the comment. So, search engine marketing versus search engine optimization. I explained search engine marketing is paid, search engine optimization is free. In search engine marketing, you bid for keywords. In search engine optimization, you optimize keywords. Search engine marketing, you can get onto the first page right away. Search engine optimization takes some time, right? So let's look at how to create a digital marketing plan. How do you create a digital marketing plan? 6 steps in creating a digital marketing plan. The first thing, to outline your brand. Now we're going to explain. Let me see. 6 steps in creating your digital marketing plan. The first thing is to outline your brand. So define your brand. What is my brand? What does my brand stand for? What is my mission? What is my vision? You have to define that for your brand, right? What is, of course, define your logo, your colors, your color palette, your how your brand identity. You have to define all of that. What are your objectives? What do you want to achieve? All those things, you have to define what your brand stands for. Very important. Then next thing, you define your audience. Who are those that have the potential to purchase my product or my service? You have to define that. Who your target audience? Are they young people? What age to what age? You have to be able to define that. Now, audience could be easier, when you are already existing as a business. It could be easier when you've existed for the past 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, and you've made some sales already. It's kind of easier for you to define your audience because you already know the kind of people that are most likely to purchase your product. And so once you know them, you want to focus more marketing in that direction. Started, it's a little bit difficult because you have to define it, probably by looking at what your competitors are doing. Like we always say, if you're starting a business and you don't have customers, your customers are with your competitors. So you can go and look at your competitors, look at the kind of customers they have. It can give you an idea of who your target audience exactly is. But of course, as you grow into business, you will be redefining your target audience with time. So your target audience is not always final. Usually you define it on paper, and then as you get into the business, as you understand the business better, you tend to understand your target audience better, and you tend to narrow your target audience to better. So the next step is to establish your goals. What do you want to achieve using digital marketing? And of course, your goals have to be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. You don't set goals like, I want to make money online. No, you don't set goals like, I want to make, I want to have followers online, or I want to grow my page online. No, you want to make money. How much money do you want to make? You want to have followers. How many followers do you want to have? You want to grow your page. To what extent do you want to grow your page? You have to be specific. You have to be measurable. So I want to make 10 million online. I want to grow my page to 10,000 followers. I want to achieve, I want to have 100 prospects. And that's not enough. You have to put it within a specific time bound, right? You have to say, okay, I want to make 10 million, you know, within I want to make 10 million in 3 months. I want to make 10 million in 2 months. You have to be able to define that. That's very, very, very important. You have to be able to define that. So don't only set goals, set the goals within specific time bounds. And of course, you have to select a digital marketing strategy. You have to select the strategy that works best for you. And again, most times you're going to define this strategy with time, right? Most times it's with time that you will know what strategy works best for you. And of course, you have to create a budget, because most times you may have to spend on adverts. You may have to even pay people to assist you in stuff like design, logo design, community management, and many other stuff. So you have to be able to create a budget, and define that. How much are you willing to spend on adverts, within what are the goals you want to achieve, and how much are you willing to spend on them. And then lastly, you have to be able to evaluate your results. It's easy to evaluate your results using, the Google Search Console, or using the Google Analytics, or using your social media insights, where you can see, how good your ads performed, or what kind of people you are reaching. You can even see the exact time when your audience is most active, because if you know the time when they are most active, you can create more content at that specific time, so that they can get active at that time. Yeah, so that's what your digital marketing plan should look like. And of course, I'm going to be going to the chat to look at questions. And just before I do that, what are the next steps? The next steps is to follow us on social media. So follow Impactor on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and we've already told you why you should follow us. The reason you should follow us is because, we We create a lot of content on our pages, and content that can help you optimize your online presence. 1 hour is not always enough, so most times we on our pages, which you, if you want to learn more about digital marketing, right, you can follow the link. I just dropped a link where you can learn more about digital marketing. And also, please don't forget to fill the attendance form. The attendance form has been dropped. Thank you so much, Udeme, for that. The attendance form has been dropped. Make sure you fill the attendance form so that you can have your certificate, and make sure you fill it with the right information, right? That's very, very, very important. So to learn more about digital marketing, follow the link that was dropped by Udeme and learn some more about digital marketing. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much for attending this session. Thank you very much. The attendance session has been dropped. The attendance form has been dropped. Make sure you follow. You fill the form. Thank you very much. The links of our different social media are being dropped. I can see Udeme dropping them. So make sure you follow us on different social media platforms. Thank you so much for coming for today's training. Hope you learned a lot. And of course, don't just learn, put the things you've learned to practice. So thank you very much, and make sure you have a great day.